The 18th issue of Niramaalai presents the visit of Mr. Anant Gite, Honorable Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Niramaalai also highlights Quality Month celebrations, Vigilance Awareness Week celebrations, Medical Heads Meet, inauguration of Golden Jubilee Park, selection of Miss M. Girija, artisan, to participate in World Skill Competition, Salangai Nadam, a cultural festival to promote folk art, presentation of Best Young Executive Award. Mr. Anant Gite, Honorable Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, visited our unit on November 19th. The Minister, accompanied by Mr. R. Krishnan, Director Human Resource, was accorded warm welcome by Executive Director Mr. A. V. Krishnan and other senior officials. The Honorable Minister visited manufacturing and research facilities at our unit, including the press shop, boiler production shops, the supercritical boiler component shops in the Unit 2, the valves production shop, SSTP and WRI. The Honorable Minister inaugurated a new vertical boring machine in the valves production shop. At SSTP, the Honorable Minister installed the online tube color coding and oiling machine. At a meeting held at the new conference hall, Executive Director presented the overview of BHEL Tiruchirappalli complex. Addressing general managers and senior officials, the Honorable Minister expressed his confidence that in spite of stiff competition in the power sector, BHEL, with its facilities and skilled manpower, would emerge successful. He assured the full support of the Ministry for all the efforts of BHEL. Underlining the importance of diversification, the Honorable Minister said that as there were very few industries capable of manufacturing seamless steel tubes and pipes in the country, SSTP could also contribute towards import substitution. The Honorable Minister commended the work culture and the cordial industrial relations and noted that the complex was kept neat and clean. The Honorable Minister also pointed out that WRI could play a significant role towards the Prime Minister's call to Make in India. Employees of BHEL Tiruchirappalli conducted the month-long quality activities, rededicating themselves to bringing about improvements in systems and procedures. Inaugurating the activities on November 1st, Executive Director Mr. A. V. Krishnan called upon all employees to maintain zero defect.
Quality, our commitment is customers' right, and business prospers with customers' delight. If this theme has to be achieved and implemented in our way of working, then each one of us should focus on defect prevention. Inspection cannot bring out all defects and bring about an improvement in quality. Preventing the defects itself is the most important thing, and whether it's the design, whether it's the materials, whether it's the procurement process, whether it's the manufacturing process, the painting, the preservation, the handling, everything becomes very critical. And unless and otherwise we plan them well, bring in proper checks and balances so that we have good process controls and deliver a good product or a service to the customer.
On the occasion, Executive Director administered the Quality Pledge in English. Mr. R. S. Deenadayalu, General Manager Operations in Tamil, and Mr. V. Vasudevan, General Manager Planning and Development in Hindi. Various events and competitions were conducted as part of the Quality Month celebrations. As part of Vigilance Awareness Week, a special lecture on the theme Combating Corruption, Technology as an Enabler was delivered by Mr. C. H. Omkareshwar, IRS, Commissioner of Income Tax, Tiruchirappalli. Mr. K. Ganesan, General Manager Vigilance, in his welcome address said that BHEL had been introducing various systems and procedures for improving transparency. Addressing a cross-section of senior executives of BHEL, Mr. Omkareshwar said the technology had changed the way different departments in public and private sector organizations executed their activities.
Technology was an enabler to reduce the corruption. Similarly, we can see many state governments started using this technology to combat the corruption. Almost all southern and western states, this initiative for the public services we can just see In Tamil Nadu government itself, this birth and death certificates, earlier people were going to that office, registrar office, standing for a lot of time, you have to pay some money to that fellow, otherwise he will not give. Now the entire thing, they have kept it on net. So that way, I mean, state governments also started that the root cause of corruption is only human interface. So let us try to see that the people don't come to the offices. And now the electricity, water, property, sales tax, all these taxes now they can be paid online. So much of transparency, saving of time, and also people are also feeling really very happy. For example, registration department, all of us know, for purchase of property, after purchasing, if you have to get it registered, means you have to pay some money to the registration officials, otherwise they will tell so many rules. For telling what is the guideline value, actually they were demanding the money. They have made it mandatory to keep all the guideline values on the net. By knowing that guideline value, you can even bargain with your seller of the property. So those things, once they are on the net, so the scope of transparency actually has gone up.
Presiding over the program, our Executive Director, Mr. A.V. Krishnan, said that Vigilance Awareness Week was observed in BHEL to reinforce transparency and fairness in all operations.
BHL has always been known for its values, ethics and culture. An organization which has focused on nation building, the most important infrastructure for the nation, especially the power, and also other products which are coming out of BHL which are required both for infrastructure and other industrial requirements. And we, in our endeavor to grow and at the same time contribute to the nation, we have taken a lot of initiatives, and all these initiatives are sustained with the help of good systems, so that there is always growth and also there is focus onto the customers. Today what is more important is that we need to enhance customer satisfaction through the performance of our own equipments as well as service to the customers. Competition will always be there, and one has to strategize how to face this competition, where to cut costs and how to take the organization to greater heights. While doing so, there are many procedures, rules, and being a public sector, basically money invested is from the public. We have the basic responsibility to safeguard through ethical practices, transparent ways of doing our business, and also ensure that all the stakeholders are equally treated with proper fairness and integrity.
On the occasion, Mr. Omkareshwar also distributed prizes to the winners of various competitions held as part of Vigilance Awareness Week. Medical Heads Conference was held at our unit on November 4th. Mr. R. Krishnan, Director Human Resource, inaugurated the meet in the presence of Mr. A.V. Krishnan, Executive Director BHEL Tiruchirappalli, Mr. B. Shankar, Executive Director Human Resource and Corporate Communication, and heads of medical departments of major units. The conference was conducted to improve the health standard of the employees and to deliberate other medical and technical issues. On the occasion, Mr. Krishnan inaugurated the renovated isolation ward at the hospital. Miss M. Girija, Artisan Grade 4 of our unit, emerged as one of the top 3 performers in the selection for the World Skill Competition 2015, competing against the country's top welders. At a function held at the conclusion of the national selection, which was conducted at WRI from December 3rd to 5th, Ms. Girija was selected for the national finals by a jury comprising of assessors from 3 organizations. Our Executive Director, Mr. A.V. Krishnan, gave away a certificate and cash prize of 10,000 rupees from National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC. Our unit hosted a festival of classical, folk and tribal art forms, Salangai Nadam 2014, at the Community Centre on December 29th and 30th. The program was organized by BHEL Tiruchirappalli in association with South Zone Cultural Centre, Tanjavur. A total of 13 troupes from various states with over 220 artists took part in the festival.
bang bang le bang da di butang ye nadi 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 nadi.
Best Young Executive Award scheme was instituted to promote high-performance culture. Every quarter, high-performing executives are identified by a high-level committee taking into consideration the various parameters like leadership quality, efforts taken in improvement of the existing process and system, leading to cycle time reduction and cost reduction. At a function held on December 24th at Senior Conference Hall, for the period April-June, Mr. Ashwini Kumar, Engineer Boiler Production, Mr. S. Nikhil, Senior Engineer PCPS, Mr. R. Sendil Murugan, Senior Engineer R&D, and for the period July to September, Mr. R. Swali Raj, Senior Engineer M&S, and Mr. B. Rajendra Prasad Reddy, Engineer Valves, were awarded Best Young Executive Awards.
Apart from this, I also promised to the organization that I am ready to deliver what they expected from the young engineer, young executives. Every executives are now they are willing for this award. This really motivated all the young generation, all the engineers, executives, those who are placed in different operations, different service and departments. So this award really mean for all executives. Apart from this, I want to say that joining BHEL itself a big award for us.
I would like to convey my thanks to our beloved executive director. He always motivated and advising employees to work aligned with our company's vision and mission.
I would also like to thank all these team members for mentoring me, for perfecting the craft in me, and for putting challenges in front of me to overcome. I will strive to deliver the best towards contribution to BHEL.
I thank the organization for recognizing my efforts to the organization and for giving me this Best Young Executive of the Quarter. Give the best to the organization.
This will give the motivation to all the executives and who are working in the department with goodwill and all. And what's my suggestion is only planning will help us to give the good results to the organization at the right time.
An eco-friendly Golden Jubilee Park was inaugurated by our Executive Director, Mr. A.V. Krishnan, as part of the Golden Jubilee celebrations on November 13th. November 13th was the incorporation day of BHEL. The park, covering around 5 acres, has been developed under the Green Initiative of our unit under the project Varnaville. Mr. R. Raja Manohar, General Manager Outsourcing and Member Steering Committee on Varnaville, presented a report on the Varnaville project. Representatives of participating unions, the Engineers and Officers Association and the Executives Association, students from campus schools and other employees in large numbers also graced the occasion. The entire irrigation requirement of the park for drip irrigation and automatic sprinklers is being met by about 6 lakh litres of recycled water from a membrane bioreactor sewage treatment plant. For soil nutrient, fully decomposed night soil sludge from the oxidation pond is used. The park is illuminated by LED light powered by solar energy. Speaking on the occasion, Executive Director said that the unit is taking all-out efforts to ensure a clean, green and safe environment.
It is a very momentous day. இன்னைக்கு வந்து 50 ஆண்டுகள் முடித்திருக்க இந்த BHEL திருச்சி பிளான் இது ஒரு கிரீன் பிளான்ட்டா இருக்கணும்ன்ற ஒரு கனவு இன்னைக்கு உருவாயிருக்கு and we want to make this 3000 acres the best place in the world. அதாவது it is not only a park. இங்க அதுவும் இருக்கும் பட் அந்த எக்கோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்லினஸ் அப்படின்னு கொண்டு வரது வந்து முதல்ல வந்து இந்த பார்க்குக்காக நம்ம வந்து எங்கேருந்தும் தண்ணி எடுக்கக்கூடாது, நம்ம வேஸ்ட் வாட்டரை யூஸ் பண்ணணும். தட் இஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிரின்சிபல் we have adopted. ரெண்டாவது மேன்யூர் கூட சிவேஜ் பிளான்ட்ல வர அந்த மேன்யூரே அப்படியே ரீசர்க்குலேட் பண்ணுவோம். மூணாவது அந்த செடிகளை அவங்க செலக்ட் பண்ண மரமோ செடியோ அதை பார்த்தா இதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு வேல்யூ இருக்கு. ஸோ நம்ம அதை டஸ்ட் அப்சார்ப் பண்ணோம், நாய்ஸ் அப்சார்ப் பண்ணோம், நல்ல மனம் கொடுக்கும், யூசேஜ் ஆஃப் வேஸ்ட் மெட்டீரியல், சோலார் லைட்டிங். இந்த 50 ஆண்டுகளில் நிறைய சேலஞ்சஸ் நம்ம ஃபேஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், நிறைய பிஸ்னஸ் என்விரான்மெண்ட் பார்த்துருக்கோம், அப்ஸ் இருந்திருக்கு, டவுன்ஸ் இருந்திருக்கு, நிறைய ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. அன்னைக்கு 700 மெகாவாட் கெப்பாசிட்டியில் 60 மெகாவாட் பாய்லர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன், இன்னைக்கு 15000 மெகாவாட் கெப்பாசிட்டியில் 800 மெகாவாட் பாய்லர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். இந்த growth, it is a phenomenal growth. இந்த 50 வருஷத்துல இந்த மாதிரி 700 மெகாவாட்லேருந்து 15,000 மெகாவாட்டுக்கு நீங்கள் வந்திருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா இட் இஸ் அ கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் ஆஃப் ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி எம்ப்ளாயி ஹூ ஹஸ் ஒர்க் இன் திஸ் பிளான்ட். தெர் இஸ் அ லாட் ஆஃப் டிகிரேடேஷன் இந்த என்வரான்மெண்ட். நிறைய இனிஷியேட்டிவ்ஸ் எடுத்துருக்காங்க. பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரே வந்து ஸ்வச் பாரத் கிளென்லினஸ் டிரைவ் கொடுக்குறாரு. சொசைட்டியில் நிறைய எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம வந்து இப்போ நிறைய சொசைட்டிக்கு கொடுக்கணும். சொசைட்டிக்கு நம்ம கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா ஒன் இஸ் த வே ஹவு வி கேன் கீப் அ குட் என்விரான்மெண்டல் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் ஆஃப் தி கம்பெனி. We have also taken it as one of our key objectives to ensure that our environment performance is always at the top. So அந்த இதில் whether it is EMS management, waste management, greenery, எல்லாத்துக்குமே we are trying to give some nurturing. And today I feel that we need to create a clean, green and safe working environment with highest levels of productivity and quality that will meet the expectations of not only our customers but all stakeholders in the society. This is a very appropriate time and a good activity to start our completion of 50th year celebrations. நிறைய அதர் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் we are planning. பட் இது வந்து நம்மளோட சொசைட்டிக்காக கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் அப்படின்ற ஒரு நாவல் எக்கோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி பார்க். அது வந்து ஒரு இட் வில் கிவ் அஸ் அ குட் ஸ்டெப் டு டேக் ஃபார்வர்ட். அண்ட் இதை ஒரு ஸ்டெப்பாக எடுத்து மீதி எல்லா ஏரியாஸ்லையும் we will try to do. Next I think we have to focus on cleanliness, safety, quality, productivity எல்லாமே ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணும். ஸோ தட் அந்த 50 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் இந்த BHEL ஒரு பெஞ்ச் மார்க் கம்பெனி, வேர்ல்ட்லேயே த பெஸ்ட் கம்பெனி which is capable of handling everything right from environmental performance to operation excellence to business excellence. I am very happy to inaugurate this Golden Jubilee Park on this great day of completion of the 50th year of BHEL Trichy. Let us all join hands for conservation mantra 3 R's: reduce, recycle and reuse, and save all the natural resources. I am sure each one of you are with me, and let this be a good mission and the youngsters, the next generation to carry forward. So that 10-20 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு அப்புறம் நம்ம BHEL எப்படி இருக்குன்னு வந்து பார்க்கும்போது the dream which we are having today should be seen by our own eyes.